That's even sure. You know, when you get to the point where by these times,
Mm,
imagine you have a contract. I don't know how many millions that contract was going to be. Let's say it was going to be at least. I don't know how many years it was going to be, but it was going to be a good. We're talking about a good couple 8 figures, bro.
be a couple like
And Donny said, you know, I can't be asked. Like, man, that goes, what are you saying?
and
Early morning. I can't lie. This cold's even caught me differently, bro.
caught you differently.
Caught me differently, but it has to catch you once a year, bro. Once a year.
Yeah, once a year, once a year.
What are you saying? What you man at?
What's it? We're in Canterbury, you know the cave?
I swear, I've heard of
Yeah,
that
yeah,
place.
yeah.
What's it saying? Come.
Nah, it's calm. I'm right now watching these men tee up for their golf. You know, some people take this golf thing very serious, John.
Nah,
This
Sean,
is
it's a serious game, bro. It's a serious
some
game.
people come because they've got a golf course here. So these here,
Right.
hotel,
Yeah.
getting ready for the golf in the next morning. When it's early hours, early 8 hours, I'm hearing these men are teeing up. I'm saying four.
Did you bang golf as well?
So this again?
Did you bang some golf as well?
Yeah, there's a driving range. Went to that, but nah, these is like an actual golf course and whole thing. These lot are they're loving it. Yeah,
Nah, to be honest, this golfing, yeah, I've never even gone to the driving range. Now, I need to do it one time, see
nah,
what it's saying, bro.
it's cold. It's cold. I can't like it's jokes. Like driving ranges, like actual golf, like it makes you appreciate these Tiger Woods, these men, Rory McIlroy.
Word.
Not a joke because
Nah, serious done.
it's precise. It's precise. So I'm watching these men now, and yeah, I'm sure these lot have spent practicing, but these people on TV make it look easy.
Nah, word. Do you know what that being said? Yeah, there's quite a few sporting events coming up, bro. In terms of bro, today's actually a packed day in terms of sports. You know, packed. Packed day, bro. We've got
And
finals. There's bare fights going on today.
mm,
UFC's going on today. What are you saying, fam? What you gonna do? Are you gonna watch Champions League or what are you
yeah,
saying?
I'm watching the Champions League.
What are you thinking, Madrid or what you think's got it?
I'm gonna say it's a Madrid thing. Um, purely because Madrid guys, they're just clutch in the Champions League. These lot just know how to win Champions League. I actually rate it, because
Yeah,
they want to make them put themselves in a position where no matter how bad their season is, if you want a Champions League, you want a Champions League. Do you know what I'm saying?
true.
So, because I feel like there's been seasons where even like what's it? Like, I don't think I appreciate that era of football that we had. Do you remember like these times we actually used to watch La Liga? Do you
No,
get it?
word.
Can manually watch the Liga. Like we say, oh, there's a what's it? El Clasico's on tonight, John. Those games were stacked, like
That's
stacked. I remember I
that's.
saw this. If you go on TikTok, these people edit the teams of the edits
Right.
of the. Don't get me wrong, the teams now are cold, isn't it? Like the Madrid team now, everyone looks at that team and thinks, oh yeah, that team was just like on paper, no other team should be able to beat that team, especially if
Right.
the back there. But when you look at the team back then, we had CR7, we had Benzema, we had Bale, then we had Cruz, we had Modric, we had Casemiro, then we had what's it? Do you know even off the
What year
top?
do you think? What year do you think Real Madrid were their best, bro? And then what year do you think Barcelona were their best?
Barcelona were their best. Oh, it's controversial because everyone says '09 Barcelona was like the best Barcelona.
I hear that. I do hear that.
I hear it, but for me,
It was like
15,
just when we went, like just when we went
14,
in it.
16. I
Cold with a K, bro.
think
Cold with a K, bro.
if you had 08, 09's Barcelona was cold for me because of the midfield. I think if you combined their midfield with 14,
Attack.
15's attack,
Pep was the coach at that point, right?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. That was when Donny had hair, fam.
Yeah, he
Donny,
was the yeah,
that was when Donny had. That was when Donny had a shape up, bro.
yeah, the shape up.
Well, I bet. No word. So what, Sean? What do you think? Let's say '09 Barca versus the Wait, what year do you think Madrid were at their best?
Ooh, it was
18 take,
it was like I think 17,
17.
17, 18, that era of time. Now with
Right.
the
Yeah, with the curly hairs. Now, to be fair, he was even cold. I can't like these men. Like, Real Madrid are even the ops. Like they're the ops, but you
yeah,
have to give credit where credit's due.
yeah, it's one of those. Just what's what man like Ferdinand? What did he say? Just enjoy it, man. Just enjoy the game because obviously there,
No man.
I don't really enjoy it. Like now, I just don't see. I don't know. just don't see it getting to that point again. Like obviously, man, like Cruz is retired. Do you know that Cruz is retiring?
Yeah, I saw that.
Man, like
Bro, I
Tony.
thought he had a contract extension.
Well, he had the option there for him, but he's
Oh,
saying,
he said, it's done, bro.
yeah,
I
I know
can't be asked to wake up at 7 a.m. anymore, fam. It's long.
yeah,
It's long.
he said that I can't be asked.
That's even short. You know, when you get to the point where by these times,
Mm,
imagine you have a contract. I don't know how many millions that contract was going to be. Let's say it was going to be at least, I don't know how many years it was going to be, but it was going to be a good. We're talking about a good couple 8 figures, bro.
be a couple of
And Donny said, I can't be asked. Like, do you know how many people would just to have a contract like that? They would kill for that, bro. And he said, I
still
can't. I'm not. I can't even be asked, bro.
can't
It's not
be
even.
asked.
Sure, it's not even that they didn't want him. He said that, I can't be asked.
I can't be asked. Like this is it's not for me anymore. I can't be asked. I rate it because he logically like doesn't retire at the end, like on his decline. He wanted to
Right.
peak, so which I rate because obviously now you're only going to be remembered as that guy. Do you get what I'm saying? But
True.
then it was like, oh, what could have been more? But I rate it. But that kind of brings me on to another point what you were saying about like turning down contracts because I was on TikTok last night.
Right.
Came across this guy that was talking about Chris Tucker, guy from Rush Hour,
Yeah.
and so he was saying that he was just dropping some facts on that. He was saying back in times when he was doing Rush Hour, he was the highest paid actor in Hollywood, like straight highest paid
Which
actor.
is nuts, by the way.
Yeah, it's nuts. Rush Hour. To be fair, I get it because Rush Hour 1, Rush Hour 2, they were cold.
True.
So highest paid actor in Hollywood. And around that time as well, this was before your Kevin Hart's, your Martin Lawrence's, your Eddie Murphy's, really like coming, like being those guys in acting. He was basically getting all the contracts for like any film that had a black character in it. If you look, always they came to Chris Tucker
Chris
first,
Tucker first. Yeah.
and he would turn them down. And John, they were offering him millions, like,
Right.
like million. We're talking millions, hundreds of millions, and he kept turning them down. And I think it's because he didn't want to be typecasted as just the black guy in every film. Do you get what I'm saying? So like, if,
Do you reckon Donny regrets that now, fam?
no, and I'll tell you why. Because so obviously now they then still needed the character for these films, so they were finding other people. So this is when Martin Lawrence has got called up, um, Eddie Murphy's, Kevin Hart's, but it would have been because initially Chris Tucker was the funny guy of Hollywood.
Right.
So if you look at most of these roles, he would have been in them. Even till this day, if he actually picked them, he always got the phone call first before everyone else. But I think because his point was he wanted to be taken seriously in it, so
Mm.
he wanted films that were more serious. I can't remember what film he was in recently.
We'll check.
Still wants to act. Oh, John, it's a big film as well. If you type in Chris Tucker
Yeah. Other
films,
movies. You said recently.
yes, it's not too long ago. He had a short little stint in there. It wasn't a big one.
Right. These times they're not even. Right. Donny's seen books, movies from time ago, like movies. Oh, Air. He was in Air.
Yeah, what's that?
That was the Michael Jordan one.
Yes.
Yeah, he was a man.
Now, yeah, I remember seeing him in there, and I remember when you watched it, didn't you?
Yeah, I wish. I wish. I
Yeah.
wish.
I don't know about you, but when I watched it, I got a feeling of like I know who you are,
Mm.
but I can tell this is serious. Like I don't know how to describe it. If I see Kevin Hart now, I'll be honest,
Mm.
I can't watch Kevin Hart in a serious film. It wouldn't make sense to me. I'm not
Right.
gonna. I'm not. If Interstellar drop a film tomorrow, John, Kevin Hart's in there.
Doesn't. Yeah, it's not. It's not.
It will annoy me a little bit when I see it. But I don't know if even just watching him in Air made me take him a bit more seriously. Do you get what I'm saying? Because I
Right.
can he's not taking any role just for the sake of it. Like he wants to be that guy. And
Right.
I don't know in your position. Let's say you're a Hollywood actor now.
Mm.
Would you rather be waiting for the serious call from what's his name? Who's the guy that done Interstellar? What's his name?
Chris
Uh,
Nolan.
Christopher Nolan. Are you
Yeah.
waiting for that call, or would you rather earn your bread doing whatever sort of films? I mean, obviously, you're probably going to get to a point where maybe you quicker, hang up the cape a lot quicker. But I don't know. What view would you go? What
I
route would you?
can't lie. I'll be completely honest with you, Sean. I'm making my bread, bro.
Yeah,
As long as, like, I'm not gonna lie. If I was an actor, and I'm actually gonna talk, like, this is actually an interesting topic because if I was an
mm,
actor, Sean, I have some hard lines in terms of the stuff I'm not doing, bro. I'm not
mm,
doing it.
mm,
If you're getting me in a movie and I'm
mm,
having to do one like wearing dresses and that, pretending to be Yats. Sean, I'm not doing that, bro.
Yeah,
I'm
nah,
not
hear it,
doing that. If you're
hear
getting
it.
me a movie, Sean, and you're having me trying to have me lips and other dons and that,
Yeah, nah, it's happening.
Sean, don't even send me the script, bro.
Yeah,
Don't even
don't,
don't
don't
even send me the script. Do you know what
not
I'm
put.
saying? So I get like some of these dons have to bend some of
Yeah,
their morals and values to make some. I'm
word.
not doing that. But if you give me roles in it, and maybe I'm doing a bit more of a joke man thing, I will do it because at the end of the day, Sean, yeah, you see this Christopher Nolan don. Do
Mm,
you know he might not even call you? Do you know how long, for example, Killian Murphy? Do you know how long the guy waited? Because obviously he's been in Christopher Nolan films before, but he's always been like almost a sideman in it.
mm.
So, do you know how long the guy waited for the guy to call him up to say, "Yeah, this one's for you, bro"? Do you know what I'm saying?
Word. Which kind of then you get to the point where unless it absolutely bangs, was it worth it, sort of thing.
Hundred percent. And bro, this is Killian Murphy, bro. By the way, that we're talking about. You know, he's
Mm,
like
mm.
as in the actors. He's the A level, as in the best, bro. So think about how many people have Chris Nolan works with. Like they're not all getting their own. They're not
Yeah,
all getting their own Oppenheimer, bro. Do you know what
nah,
I'm
well,
saying?
for real, he got his film, he got his own film,
Word.
uh, which is mad because I looked at it in that way. I thought, you know what? I looked at then Kevin Hart, and I saw Kevin Hart had what's it called in the comedy world? They did like this ceremony thing, basically, like people
Right.
just. Like, there was a few guests there, like what's it, Eddie Mo? No, Chris Rock, uh,
Right.
Dave Chappelle. All these men were like doing like these honors sort of thing, talking about him, and there was some facts thrown about not Kevin Hart.
Kevin.
Is mad. So I didn't realize Kevin Hart has sold, what was it, 500 million tickets to his comedy shows. I don't
Hundred
think
percent. Nah, I
that
can't lie, Sean, but
that
he's Kevin Hart's done his thing though.
that
He's done his
is
thing, yeah.
15th of the world have seen statistically have seen Kevin
Hundred
Hart,
percent.
and
Nah,
that's not
he
even
nah.
films. So do you know how breaded, like John, like do you get what I'm saying? Like, so it gets to the point where you look and you think, okay, cool. Maybe he is considered the joke man of Hollywood. Maybe he doesn't get in all the like some of the film. Maybe out of the films he does, realistically, 1 in 10 are gonna be like
Cold.
proper hits. Do you get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
when you look at the numbers like that, I don't think he wakes up in his triple king size bed and gives a flying.
I know he doesn't. He doesn't.
He
He doesn't.
doesn't. Do you get what I'm
No,
saying?
he doesn't at all.
Because he's built a legacy now. Money is just will never be a problem for him. His kids, his kids.
Hundred
So
percent.
it's just a situation of like,
But then
what
again, you do have
say?
to ask, yeah, as Thanos asked them, at what cost, bro? Do you
At
know what
what?
I'm saying? At what cost? See,
No,
Sean, have you seen the Cat Williams interview?
Cat Williams.
Yeah, if you after this research, you probably see it. Like he's like a comedian,
Mm,
and he was just exposing everyone, bro, in like the Hollywood, and he's
I
just
swear.
basically saying that a lot of the stuff behind the scenes, like these dons that you see in these Kevin Harts, like the stuff they've done to get to their point, it's like there's bare secret. Like it's kind of like, bro, even bro, you've seen all this stuff with Diddy, right? Coming up,
Yeah,
all of that's intertwined. Basically, trying to say that to get to that point, you have to be a bit. Do you know what I'm saying? You have to give yourself away a little bit. And he was basically saying that he said no, bro. Like there's multiple times he had to reject stuff because he said no. And he's saying that basically these dons like Kevin Hart's and that, obviously this is all allegations, I don't know. He's saying that these dons, they didn't say no, Sean. They didn't say no. Do you get
yeah.
what I'm saying? So
You have
you
to
do have to ask yourself, at what cost, bro? Do
you have to
you know what I'm
sell
saying?
a little bit to get to these points, which is a bit mad. Like the things that, and it's hard because if someone's offering you that golden ticket, John,
100%.
and it's life changing, like it's very easy to
It's easy, Sean, yeah, it's easy to say, nah, I'm not going to do it. But Sean, in the moment,
in the moment, I, and it's peak, because there's actually jokes as they talk about. I literally watched that the other. I literally watched it like a week
which
ago.
one? Which one?
Both. I watched Infinity War and then Endgame. So I was like, I just woke up. I was in the mood. I was like, I need some
Every now and then, Sean, every now and then, you just have to,
motivation.
yeah, word.
I kind of get more vexed at the Avengers because I'm thinking this Thanos guy, let him do his thing, bro. He knew what he was on about. He said, I went on and listened, watched the second one. I, I was completely hearing it, when he said in the final battle where he was like, you know what, yeah, this time I'm gonna wipe you all out and just
Word.
stop
Just like a new fresh one, bro.
because you lot are jarring in it. I gave you a chance. The whales in the ocean swimming, unpolluted waters. It's calm. Why
100%.
cold?
Are you sure? You know, I was on one video and it was saying that, if Thanos did that in real, let's say he did that in real life,
Mm.
it would take 7 years for the world to get back to where it was populated anyway.
I swear.
Some people broke it down the maths. They said, you know what, based on the numbers. So even if he did that and wiped off half, he's wrong because it'll take 7 years to get back to like where they were before. So it doesn't even bang, bro.
No, word, it doesn't. But do you know how they didn't even clock in the film? So, you know, I initially when I watched the film thought the snap affected Earth. It didn't just
Nah,
affect Earth.
it affected everyone, bro.
It was
Affected
the
the
whole
whole
universe.
universe, bro.
I swear, he
It's
actually
when you have to check that, bro. You have to check your facts, bro.
did
That, bro. He done. He wiped off half of everything, bro.
half. And he said, "Yeah, you lot just need to relax in it because I'm doing you lot a favor," which is mad. Like, that film, cold. But then it's even then those actors in those films.
Right.
What do they potentially have to do to get to those points?
That's
Yeah,
the question, you know. I think this Hollywood thing is even nuts, you know. I think
Hollywood.
it's one of them ones behind the scenes. It's not as nice as you think it is. But at the same time, it depends on how deep you want it. Because at the same time, let's say you're not willing to do something, or there's someone else that's going to be willing to do it. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think it's a bit of it's a bit of a tricky one.
It,
Obviously, you can navigate it, and I know there's some people that haven't navigated it well in it. I can imagine, but it's a bit of a tricky one, you know, a bit of a tricky one.
but I think it is. I don't know if it's a bit easier to get into Hollywood now than it was before. I don't know. I still feel like there's like a what's it barrier to get into Hollywood
100%.
because I think it's a lot easier to get famous now than it was before. So
Yeah,
can actually kind of see people that were willing to do the things they were willing to do to get to the point where Hollywood. I can hear it because to just be famous in general was not as easy as it is now. I was even saying it before. You can be famous, like John. Do you know how easy it is to be famous now from just doing nothing.
true, true.
But then it's transferring that to then go to Hollywood. So, like for example, what's his name? Harry Styles.
Yeah,
He has no acting history whatsoever,
right.
like whatsoever. But he, obviously, a massive in the music team, and maybe you could say he gave him a cheat code. But obviously, he's on the right to get to that point. If I've got to the point where I'm that big in music, and then it kind of gives me like a free pass to acting, so be it. I've worked
Right.
hard to get to that point in music anyway. But
100%.
I've watched his films. So everyone said about the one I think it was Dunkirk.
Yeah.
I watched Dunkirk. Alright, people just gassing it. He had like a 5 minute stint in that film. It
100%.
was, he didn't. People, that was more of like the hype of Harry Styles and why everyone's saying, "Oh, he's such a good actor, such a good actor." But I then watched another film. You haven't watched this one. I don't think you watched this one. It's called "Thank You, Darling."
Nah.
Cold, cold.
Was he one of the main actors in that?
Yeah.
Sir?
Protagonist. His
Well, let me
protagonist.
even check this one
It's
out, fam.
him. It's him. You know. The Oppenheimer was doing the madnesses with
Yeah, the Black Widow
Black
sister.
Widow's sister. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's better how we explain it like that. Man, Black
yeah,
Widow sister.
word. I was gonna start with that one, but yeah, she's his wife.
Wait, what's it called? What's it called?
Thank you, darling.
Oh no, don't worry, darling. Don't worry,
Don't
darling.
worry, that's
Yeah.
the one. Yeah, don't worry, darling.
Bro,
Uh,
Florence Pugh or Puch or whatever her name is. That's her name. Bro, you know she's English.
I swear,
Bro, I could not believe it when I found that out, bro.
yeah, she's
She's
not done.
English.
I've not seen her in a single film where she is English at
Nah,
all.
literally. Oh, man, like Chris Pine is in this as well.
I don't even like to think about all this stuff. We think about what people have done. No, I just thought,
Ah, yeah. Do you know what? I think I saw the trailers for this one. You know.
yeah, no, it's a
Yeah, I think I saw the trailers
cold
for this one.
cold
Yeah,
film.
nah, and I can imagine. To be fair, she's one of them actors that's even tapped, bro. Like the role she plays is like this was just tapped. Yeah, bro.
There's
Like,
something like
yeah,
with
just wrong,
me,
like tapped.
in real life, is there something a bit like I don't like to think about it. Even when we talk about it now, like what people have done to get into Hollywood. Because now I'm thinking of even like my guy Tom Holland. What has he done? Did you get what I'm saying?
100%. But I think there are some people that just they were just like child prodigies and they just were. But I can't. Like, these men get
Yeah,
exploited on that. But you know what I was even gonna say? Yeah, is I don't know what you think, but I feel like Hollywood overall is starting to lose a bit of its punch though over the last years
yeah.
compared to when we were young, or let's say when we were like before we were even born. Hollywood was Hollywood, bro.
Mm,
Now it's like Sean, what was the last cold movie, bro?
that I watched.
That came out of Hollywood, bro. I mean, you can say like Oppenheimer, cool. Then
Probably
before
was
that,
that.
yeah, then before that, what are the cold movies coming out, bro? There's not like a every quarter there's a cold movie. No, no, no.
Nah,
There's
that's how it used to be. It's just the way people like to consume things now. People like short, sweet, snappy.
hundred
So
percent. But
there's
I also think like the concept is that like the movie ideas in itself that they're coming out with are even kind of dead now, bro. They're
they're,
all dead in that, bro.
they're forcing it because one thing I don't even like about films now. I don't know if you've noticed. Films now have to be long. I've like you don't really get films now that are like 90 minutes anymore, or like an
Right.
like you look at some of the films we used to watch when we were younger, even like the kids' films. Like we can joke about, but like your Toy Stories, your Shrek,
No, sure. Those films are actually cold, like with a
they're
K, bro.
cold. They're
With a
cold,
K. Yeah, with a K.
because they were short, sweet, to the point. You know what I'm saying? Now you can't watch a film that's less than 2 hours, and sometimes it's dragged out for no reason. So I feel like the storyline then kind of gets elongated for no point, unless like it's a Christopher Nolan film where I feel like this guy has too much that he has to,
Yeah, no, he has to. He has to.
has
He
to,
has to.
he has to.
Don't think he'll even do a 5 hour thing. He has to cut it
He
down.
could do a
Cut it
five.
down.
Be locked in.
Yeah.
I was locked in. Like, do you know,
Word.
what? Oppenheimer was two films. In my head, it was two separate films. Before the bomb and after the bomb. That's how I watched the film.
Right.
But I feel like now people feel pressure to now make longer films, and we're moving. And the people that are watching these films prefer shorter consumption. Like,
Right.
it's mad. Even when you go on, like, I did a test on it, yeah, on TikTok, where like on my fitness thing, I was making videos, and I was doing like one to like a minute long.
Right.
People, oh, we're not having it. They weren't having it. And then they did that. They did that. I kind of like probably
Yeah.
watched me for the first like 10 seconds. They were like, they were seeing the thing go along, and I was like, probably got another 50 seconds of this.
Yeah. Word.
But then I did one, John. That I'm not even joking. It was like 20 seconds, short, sweet, to the point. So people saw how quick it was going across the line, and they were like, okay, this is quick. I got bare views, and I was like, but this is the exact same content. There's nothing different like, at
Right.
all. I've just shortened it down, and that's just how it is now. People don't like to spend like. I still appreciate watching a long film. I can't lie.
Right.
I do. If
Same. I
if
like. I
there's
like getting
a
lost in films, bro. I like getting lost in
I
films.
get lost in it. For me, watching a film is like being in the plane. You know what I'm saying? You know when you're up there and you're lost.
Yeah.
You take off your headphones. You're like, rah. I'm here.
Wet. Wet. Wet.
I like that feeling. Or like when you go into the cinema, you come out. You go in, it's light. You come out, it's dark. I like that. It's nice and nice
Hey,
feeling.
Sean, have you ever been to the cinema on your once?
No, and I want. I need to
I've
do
done
it
it. I've done it. I've done it. I want to say I've done it twice.
twice.
I've done it the first time that I watched Eternals,
Yes, yes.
and then I did it the first time I watched Oppenheimer, bro.
Swear.
Yeah, I said, this deserves. I said I went there, fam. Once I sat down, and I was even sitting forward, fam. I
Yeah,
was sitting forward like this, fam.
it's in their word, it's hard. I appreciate good films that take their time, but I think it's because we've been brought up with films. Do you get what I'm
Right,
saying? We used to be in a situation where even like now we look at the whole Marvel situation where we've got just churning out films for the sake of it. But we get like Marvel films once a year. We get Thor one year, we get Captain America another year. And I can't like when I watched the Avengers the other day, it made me actually appreciate that scene where they showed um, Captain America, Thor, Iron Man. Like
right.
John, those films were cold. Like
Cold.
get one per year, but you're guaranteed that each one was going to be
It's
of
gonna be a banger, yeah.
bang, banging level. And obviously they brought it all together in the end. But I feel like that kind of made us appreciate these films. And to be fair, I didn't actually initially. I remember vividly, John. My dad got me and my brother Iron Man, the first one.
Right,
We were young youths at the time. These times we were watching football matches with my dad, and these times it would last a whole day. And I'm thinking these are 90 minute matches we're watching with my dad. We'd watch it from morning till sunset. That's how it felt like. So
right,
when he got us the Iron Man film, I was thinking in my head, oh, this is going to be long. And he literally said to us, "I'm going to put the film on. You lot are going to sit there, relax, and watch the film." And
so,
had
is that like your dad, fam?
Nah, John, he had no idea, obviously, what Iron Man was at the time, and like,
Right,
oh, was going to turn into. But he made me and my brother watch. He said to us, sit down and watch the film. And we sat down, we watched the film, and we're like, this is cold. And then obviously, every time now a Marvel film came out, we'd ask my dad, can you get this film? Can you get this to him?
right.
And we appreciated it. But I feel like now, because obviously, just the way people are on their phones more, way more relaxed. Parents aren't willing to tell their kids to like. Do you know? Even just telling. If I have a child, I'm going to tell my son, "Child, sit down and watch this film. Actually enjoy the film. Get off
Right.
your phone, stop flicking, and actually enjoy a piece of art. It's art, fam.
Hey,
Stop
Sean,
with
did you watch King Richard?
no.
Oh, you should watch that film. There was in that film what he did. I don't know how true this is. Probably is true actually. He used
Mm.
to watch films with his kids in it, and they had to give like the morals of the story. Like, well, okay, what have you learned? Like when it's finished, like, hey, what have you learned? And they had to give like 3 points. And if they didn't have 3 points, okay, we need to watch it again then.
Yeah,
So you have to have like, and to be honest, I would even do that. Like let's watch the film, but we have to like, you have to take something from it, bro.
yeah.
Obviously, but it's like, what did you learn? Like, what's your thoughts? Do you get what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah, 100%. Like there's certain things which like, for example, I look. if at the time when I was a child, if you said that to me, oh yeah, what lessons could you learn from it? I'm gonna get a
Yeah.
general understanding. I'll even if I enjoy the film, I'll probably just be thinking there's there what was the actual meaning of the film.
Right.
Whereas now I can watch any film, John, and give you like a proper deep meaning of what each
There's
one.
always a message, but you know, Sean,
Yeah.
on that topic. That's even probably some of the challenges of the movies today, in it. There's
Mm,
a lot of them are like they're just trying to push some sort of political message, bro. It's just too politically correct. They need to get some of the LG guys in there.
they're
They need
pushing
to
what's
get some.
trending.
Yeah, they're just pushing all of that stuff. So I get it, but I feel like sometimes where they focus on that too much rather than just making a good story, bro. Just make a good movie, bro. Like we don't need to see all of those activisms. I think when that comes out, it means that it's harder to make good movies consistently. Do you get it?
100%. And that's the case of like what we were saying before. It might have been the first film that done it. Obviously, got the ratings because it was the first one to do it. But once
Mm.
doing it, you're not special anymore now. If anything, the people that are not doing it are the ones that are special. Christopher Nolan is never, ever, ever. If someone says to him, "Oh, yeah, include this LGBTQ
Just
for
for
the,
the sake of it,
just
yeah,
for the
bro.
sake
Like,
of it,"
relax, bro.
he's like, "Relax, take it."
Like if it fits the story, I can hear it. If it just
Yeah, if it
genuinely
fits
fits the
the story,
story, but you know when sometimes
feels
they're just forcing it in just to take a box. Like relax, bro.
yeah, yeah. Even if I was part of that LGBT community, I wouldn't even like it. I'd be like, "You're just doing this to like try and
100%.
into something." I don't know. I don't know how they feel about it, but I like if there is anyone part of that community that would love to talk about what they
Word.
think situations.
In fact, we'd love to
Like,
know, bro. We'd love to
I'd
know.
like because I low key feel like you're like it's a sympathy thing. Like you're just doing it for sympathy. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
It's the same thing with like the whole like when Black Panther came out time ago, and it was like an all black casting, and it was like no bad.
Yeah.
But then I was like, is it actually a good film though? Because I feel like everyone's raving about it, but is it because it's a good film, or is it because it's all black actors about it? You know what I'm
Word. To be fair, we could even get on this topic for time, but to be honest, I'm not even a big fan of that. Like, I'm not really like all blacks. Like, I get it. Personally, I just want something that's good in it. I just
saying?
want
Yeah,
just
good
pick the
film.
best people and
Word,
let's like if they happen to be black, excellent. If they're
excellent.
not, excellent.
But
Like I
yeah,
don't like it doesn't really
I
matter.
don't care. Honestly, like this is why Christopher Nolan he has my ratings because he just doesn't give a toss what anyone thinks,
Yeah, it doesn't.
and that's how movies should be. What he wants it to be. If you rate it, you rate it. If you don't, you don't. But and that's the point he's got to now, where it's like he will never have to do that. Like, never be pressured into making a film to include a certain group of people just to try and appease people, get people into it. Because
Right.
for me, if I watch something now and I feel even the slightest bit of politics, bit of I'm just like,
Yeah, nah, you feel it. It's like, bro, that didn't even need to. You know, I'm not gonna lie. That's probably one of the biggest thing, or one of them that Marvel's done wrong since Endgame, bro.
yeah, yeah, nah, for real, 100%.
They just lost. They just forced it. Like, what are you doing?
It started in Endgame, John, and I watched it again the other day when they had that scene where
She said she's not alone, fam. No, not even that one. That's Infinity War. When the Yats were walking, fam.
that was an Endgame.
Right, yeah, that was an Endgame. Yeah.
Yeah, when the fun because they were trying to get the gauntlet.
The gauntlet. She said, "Oh yeah, man." Tom Holland was like, "Oh, how are you gonna get through all of them?" And she said, "Oh, she's not alone, fam."
Like, because I
But
felt like
Sean, even that though, I was like, fair enough. Like, fair enough. You've ticked the box now. It was okay. Like, it was forced, but it made sense in the context.
yeah,
But there's a big difference between that and making a whole story about this. Like, just relax, bro. Like, relax,
relax. Like, and
relax.
it's one of those things where it's like even the fact that they done that, I don't know
Right.
if they was like Captain America, Thor, Iron Man had their bit. Not the same because these men are the what's it the on
The foundation, bro. The foundation.
that's the reason why they're doing this scene. It's not just to promote men, but it's the fact that these are the founding members. Go to the comics; they're the founding members.
100%.
So now you're going against Stan Lee's storyline. That's not what
100%.
he intended when he wrote the story. You
And to be fair, to be fair, we can get to this over time in it. But do you know what it is? Yeah, I think they just have to understand as much as they might like it might hurt to know. Like at the end of the day, like at the end of the day, the biggest audience is Don's, bro.
It is. It is.
Like that's your audience, bro.
It is.
So if you're doing all of this stuff, yeah, you're just gonna lose your core audience, bro. Like let's not be naive. Obviously, don't get me wrong. There are girls that are big Marvel fans in it.
100%, hundred
But
percent.
let's not be naive. If you're doing that, you're just gonna lose your core audience.
And it's the same thing with like because I always just say it's the same thing about football. People used to say, "Oh, women don't get paid enough money," but then female football players. But then I was thinking when I looked into the statistics, more men watch women's football than women watch women's.
100%, 100%.
So if anything, you're getting onto the men about not. You're getting onto the male players about them getting paid more. But if anything, you should be getting onto the women who are not watching the game, because if you have more people watching the game,
Then
then
they can
there's
make
more
more bread, bro.
they get more bread. That's how it works. Do you get what I'm saying? The
Simple.
more advertisements, more sponsorships. That's how it works. It's simple maths.
No
So it
word.
doesn't make sense. Like even like when it's still men that are going to be watching it. So
Right.
I don't know who you're really doing it for, because if you're trying to get more women to get onto it, you need to go to the women. That's why I think, if anything, instead of trying to change the storyline to these pretty male dominant films,
Mm.
start something new. Do you get what I'm saying? But
No word.
it's like they want to take what's been done and change the wheel, but it's like it's there. Let's not try and force something which we
Like
already
they could just make a good movie, bro. Just make a good
yeah
movie.
word.
Like even if like, to be honest, even if it's a woman as the main character, like bro, that's even calm, bro. Like this, let's
There's
not be naive. There's female
there's
characters that are cold, bro. But the
there,
point of it is that it's a good story, and she happens to be the lead character. But it's not the fact that oh we need to show and make him like that's not. Do you know what I'm saying? There's female leads that even slap, bro. Like what the hell? Like
it's the same thing. It's the same thing. Mere mortals, we all bleed the same blood, so
all the same blood.
there's no reason female from being able to do what Christopher Nolan can do. But if you want to just like blame the situation and say, "Oh, there's not female films," well, make one then.
100%.
One, someone out there. There's half the there's half
Half the population.
you half can come together and make a cold film if you really want to.
Word.
Then hate on the men that are deciding to do it just because you didn't choose.
Word.
That's not their problem.
And do you know what it is? Yeah, the market is honest, and if it's truly a cold film, it's like you'll see in the numbers.
Yeah, you'll see
It's
it.
not because Donnies are like what's it called, sexist or whatever. It's just the film
No,
doesn't bang, bro. That film doesn't bang. Like nobody wants to see that.
we'll rate it. We'll rate it 100%. 100%.
Now, word. Quick one though before I go in it. I don't know if you saw, man. Like, off topic by the way. Man, like Tyson Fury and Usyk, they've signed a rematch December
Yeah.
times. What are you saying? What are you thinking?
Uh, I can't lie. I think he's gonna lose it again.
Swear, but
Yeah,
Sean's lost all hope, bro.
not lost all hope, but I just don't see Usyk as the type of guy to be like a like when Ruiz beat AJ, for example,
Mm.
he would be like, oh, I've got all the belts now. Usyk's not looking for a payday, basically. He's not.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I can't see him relaxing now and thinking, oh yeah, I've got the belt, I've got a good amount of money, I've got the fame, got all this. It's not. I think he wants to double down on the situation and be like, yeah, I am him. I'm that guy. This guy that you all seem to think is Tyson Fury and obviously after what he was saying as well about, oh, it was because of this is why he got
Yeah. Well, it was he's war. Yeah. Yeah.
100%. I can't see it happening. I think the storyline is going to go down is the route of um, Usyk beats Tyson, AJ will fight Usyk again, beat him, and then potentially you might see.
What you think? AJ will beat Usyk?
Yeah, I reckon he will.
You reckon?
I reckon he will. As much as I don't like to think it's a storyline, I do think there's a bit of a storyline in there. I see Usyk will beat AJ will fight Usyk, AJ will beat Usyk, and somehow, some way, Tyson will come back for one last fight. Bang, who's gonna be undisputed? And at that point, I don't know. I don't know who's gonna get it, but I reckon that's the storyline they want to go down because
Right.
I believe at some point, John.
But do you know what the problem is, though? The problem is if if you want to get like the end game is AJ versus Fury, the
Mm,
quickest way that can happen is Fury needs to lose to Usyk,
mm.
and then AJ needs to lose to Usyk. Because if
And then
AJ
fight for the
wins,
sake of it, yeah,
yeah. Because if AJ wins, if Fury wins, they have to do a rematch. So that's
yeah.
gonna be if AJ wins, they have to do a rematch.
But then at that point, it's very clear they're just doing it for a payday because they're not doing it
Nah,
for.
it's just pure rematch clauses. Like if you're a champion and you risk your belt, you have a rematch clause. That if I lose, we're gonna run it back, bro. Do you
No,
get
no,
it?
no. I'm saying that. So you're
Oh,
saying
I see what you're saying. I see what you're saying. Yeah, I see what you're
if
saying.
if AJ loses against Usyk and
Yeah.
so does Tyson, and they just fight for the sake of it, at that point it's payday, innit? Because they're not going to be able to fight for any belt.
Right.
Which, I mean, at that point, they can still go down the line of you just doing it for the people because that's what everyone just wants to see. Everyone
Right,
just
right, right, right.
wants to
100%, hundred
I
percent.
don't see at this point now. Even if I was Tyson, like, just give people what they want, man. Like, I just want to. I need to see that fight happen
No word, we do. Like we do actually need to see that. To be fair.
because
So,
belts aside, it will be a cold fight regardless.
right, these men are even calling me. Give me 1 second. I'll Holly. I think these men are calling me.
Say no more. We can
Uh,
in a bit.